Hello and welcome to the majestic Maracanã as the sun sets behind the mountains just over the shoulder of this magnificent venue, the spiritual home of Brazilian football. I can tell you that we have had a few drops of rain descend upon us here, but it's certainly not going to dampen the spirits of those in attendance at this men's Olympic football tournament gold medal match. It is Brazil, the host nation, against Germany. It is met with roaring approval by the largely partisan Brazilian fans who've come in anticipation of a gold medal. It's a title that Brazil has never won, and it's the only piece of silverware missing from Brazil's enormous trophy cabinet. For Germany too, this could be an historic medal. Ultimately, each of these sides is looking to claim its country's historic first Olympic gold medal in this men's Olympic football tournament final. For Brazil, it's seen as an obligation. For Germany, it's another global footballing title that they are poised to claim on Brazilian soil. Alireza Fagani are underway. It is Germany who play in black against the Brazilians in their familiar canary yellow and blue. For Germany, defence splitting between the Brazilian players. Shot here, a little deflection, Rodrigo Caio deflected. Well, I thought it was a deflection, it's been called as a goal kick.
Well, Grant had a marvellous chance to play in a couple of players in the middle, and one being the big striker in Selke.
Unsurprising when they have a German manager now in the form of Jurgen Klopp, who's worked with a few of these players previously. Brunt goes down, play on is the call. His challenge against Wallace. Now, Gnabry, ideal through ball here and testing goalkeeper Weverton.
That was a great combination between Meyer and Gnabry. You can see Gnabry's vision.
Just ahead of the final warm-up match against Japan, which Brazil won 2-0. And was ruled out, Weverton called up. A dream come true. He started all of Brazil's matches, hasn't missed a minute. Now, Sven Bender, long ball, trying to pick out Gnabry on the run, claims possession here, the Arsenal man. Stuttgart born, back inside, there's a cut back from Zicker, shot taken, off the woodwork of Germany, agonisingly close, still alive for a moment. It's not cleared convincingly at all by Douglas Santos, the left back, but Germany, having Weverton beat, can't beat the frame.
Well, Julian Brandt with a super effort. That's his modus operandi, cutting in.
Long range, there's potential for a shot. Neymar, quick feet, through ball here, cut back opportunity for Douglas Santos, the runner, but no power behind Luan's effort. He scored in 3 consecutive games for Brazil. He's willing a fourth in 4 games. For that one not to be. A false touch.
Well, Luan started the move, nearly finished it for Brazil. Wonderful working from right to left. And when you get to the likes of Jesus and Co getting in behind so easily, it can spell worrying times for Germany.
Such an industrious player. He's got a brilliant passing game as Luan. Threatening ball, and Germany see it away to safety, but again unconvincingly. Return ball into the area this time, a little more convincing. A confident header away from the German goal. Playing for that historic first year. Ball in and flicked wide. Rodrigo Caio getting into a position to attempt to tuck it home. Might have overrun it ever so slightly. Just got in the way, in fact, of Renato Augusto, currently with Borussia Dortmund. Neymar. It's another free kick to Brazil here. And Neymar nearly guilty of running into his own teammate, Gabriel Jesus, who remains stationary out wide. Now, Neymar has gone down. They have not won gold previously, losing all 3, including London. Great chance here, in it goes! Neymar! Already scored an historic fastest ever Olympic goal, but he has given Brazil the lead in sensational fashion. As he did against Colombia, he hammers in a free kick. Neymar goes to 4 goals in this tournament, but more importantly, he's given Brazil the lead against the German side that is not conceded in their last 3 games and looked invincible on their way to this gold medal game. Brazil have penetrated this German defence through their superstar and talismanic captain.
Absolutely irresistible, Neymar. That's the crowd's view of what was a super free kick. And that is virtually unstoppable for the German goalkeeper.
To their first gold medal. Gnabry wants to change that. He's fouled in the far side. Zeka this time catches him as he attempts to go wide, and Zeka, his first foul of the game, but he becomes the first player cautioned.
It's a justified yellow card. No intention whatsoever to play the ball. And
in it comes and flicked away. Only just. It's gone out for the corner. Well, that's the type of ball that if you're the defending team, you breathe an enormous sigh of relief over. It skipped through, barely touched the sole. Brunt feeds. Germany lining up players. A great chance here. Weverton saves the follow-up. No connection from Germany. Desperate attempt at a clearance here. Second ball chance. Toljan feeds Brunt. And Brunt does not bring this ball under control.
That's a huge confidence booster for Weverton. Through a sea of players too, he would have seen it late.
It's his opportunity to shine, and he's taken it with both hands. Kept clean sheets throughout. Germany look for another chance to equalise and hit the woodwork in a way. It's the second time they've struck the post, Germany, but still no reward.
Sven Bender between defenders, and that is ever so close.
So Neymar, as he heads out to the corner flag, gestures to the crowd to get behind Brazil just a little more. He is acknowledged, looks to flick this ball over the top. A little flashy play. He is remarkably skillful, is Neymar.
Measured approach is on a lot of favour amongst the Brazilian fans.
Deflected ball, and Weverton took a little step back. A heel or so might have gone over the goal line, but he was leaning forward, so that ball would not have crossed the goal line. Deflected ball that proved testing for the goalkeeper. And while he stepped behind the line, the whole of the ball certainly did not cross the line. Stands well over 6 foot tall, and a particularly muscular opponent. And the Germans need to stare down in Brazilian midfield. Sven Bender being tugged back. That'll be a German free kick. Oh, we're going to see another caution issued here. Now, both players down that right flank for Brazil have been cautioned so far. Gabriel Barbosa says it's my first transgression. Neymar feeds, and away by Ginter. With that, referee Varane signals the end of an opening half that has yielded 1 goal. It has come the way of Brazil's Neymar. Neymar, the goal scorer, gets Brazil and indeed the second half underway. The left-footed goalkeeper launches a long ball downfield over the head of Rodrigo Caio, but again, it's that cover defensive play. He and Marquinhos, such a great understanding. And now we're going to see a yellow card. Zelka is cautioned, the first German player to be cautioned in this gold medal game. Gaining starts for Rogério Macari's side. Germany back in possession. Maya. Lars Bender and Sven Bender playing alongside one another. Sven sends it out to the far side. Brunt with a little flick on the overlap. Toljan. Maya! Germany on level. Brazil opened the scoring inside half an hour, and just before the hour mark, Germany draw level in sensational fashion. It was patient build-up. It was a splendid set of interplaying passes and unlocking the Brazilian defence. Weverton beaten for the first time in this tournament, and we're back on level terms in this gold medal match.
Just like that, they were opened up. Max Meyer has had very little to do, but Toljan, excellent pass square. The captain slashing the shot past Weatherden, and it's 1-1, and what a finish it was for Max Meyer.
Zeki combining with Luan, back with Brazil, searching to go back in front, long range and wide.
Worth a try, and he's in that type of mood. Renato Augusto.
As much as people talk about revenge, it's just for these players. It's of no consequence, I'd suggest, and certainly not for the coaching staff. Great chance for Brazil here, it should have been. Again, a fine run, calling for it to be out for the corner. It's been signalled a goal kick here. Again, the little break down the near side flank, the cutback. Oh, and he's right. Took a big deflection, should have been a corner.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, that's the way he cut it.
Right now, though, Brazil and Germany, neither of these teams will take anything that comes their way. Oh, that was quality again, won the ball back. Now Neymar. Opportunity presenting itself for the through ball. Felipe Anderson off the bench. Can't find the decider here. Had the option. Maybe a little caught in. Two minds. Being caught ultimately by the German defenders. Now Neymar creating space. Shoots wide. Just the silky smoothness of his touches. Neymar again, just the control. Chance here, Luan, outside of the boot. And Timo Horn says thank you very much. A relatively tame effort comes in his direction, plucks it out of the air, and Luan. It's not in the traditional mould of the big strong players that are very slow. He's got great speed. Lovely chance here again. Gabriel Jesus. 11 minutes to play. It remains 1-1. Searching for a little something. Trying to get Niels Peterson into space.
An advantage played here for Brazil.
Through it goes, Horn comes out, left behind. Neymar, what option does he have? Slides it through, falls freely, kind here for Felipe Anderson. Chip toward the back post, too strong. But kept alive by Luan. Back in, back post. Saved to safety. Here was the captain, he too. Utterly influential, sees space for Zeka. Cut-back opportunity, who wants it? It was Ginter with a crucial touch for Germany. Desperate defending now. Wallace can't come away with it here. A 3-on-2 situation. Wallace scrambling back. Ball out wide. And Germany losing a little momentum, but they've still got players running into pockets of space. Great chance. Meyer pulls it.
And what a chance that was for Germany. I must say the pressure on Pedersen was impressive for the Brazilian defender to get back and cover that flank. 85 minutes in, and certainly there's some tired players out there.
Felipe Anderson with control. Oh, that'll be a ball flicked over the top and a free kick, and a card is coming out here. Well, he took one for the team there, did Niklas Zula. And unfortunately for Gabriel Jesus, he's taken another knock.
Cleverly worked by Gabriel Jesus.
Referee for that, he says we are going to see extra time. There is a hush that comes across the Maracanã, just descends upon the stadium. There was a great expectation on the Brazilian players to deliver in 90 minutes. They failed to close out the match that they led. Germany have responded so brilliantly in the second half. They've got the equalizer, and an extra 30 minutes of football is set to be played. We're underway in extra time, courtesy of Germany. 1-1 after 90 minutes between these two titans. Superbly, space opening up, but telegraphed a little, and so brilliantly read by Douglas Santos. Now Luan. Horn drops back. Luan has Neymar coming up in support. Luan still going. Luan deflected away. And Germany's superior numbers that raced back and managed to deny Luan a fourth goal in 4 games. biggest of days on the Olympic stage. Ball over the top, Germany! Well, Brandt's effort was athletic to reach it.
What a finish this would have been.
Oh, completely ambitious. It would have been sensational if he had found the finish. So at the end of the first half of extra time, the sides will go to their technical areas, but they are required to effectively switch over the halfway line and go stand ready for the second half kickoff in extra time. 15 minutes of extra time is all that remains before the prospect of a penalty shootout to decide gold and silver medals in the men's Olympic football. Their awareness so key, their control is peerless. Brazil looking, searching, Anderson, Felipe Anderson, tight angle, and a huge save from Timo Horn.
What a chance that was, wonderfully constructed by Brazil. The captain releasing Felipe Anderson, super ball Neymar, and it was a tight angle. He came out, narrowed the angle. That was the important factor here for Timo Horn.
Didn't go down too early, Timo Horn. Very well indeed. This toward the back post, Timo Horn drops it. Nobody there for Brazil to take advantage, but well won back immediately. No free kick is coming this way. It'll be a German throw. Brazil, they've got options, they've got possession. They're patient in their build-up.
Look at Germany, just so solid in their defensive structure.
Better for Brazil. Space opening up. Neymar has a shot but goes high. For the players to deliver on the pitch. Anderson, Neymar, space opening up near side. And Rafinha's efforts ricochets away. It'll be a corner to Brazil. A closing stage set piece. Rafael Alcantara. And with that, we are going to see penalties to decide the gold and silver medals in this Olympic football gold medal match. 120 minutes have failed to separate these teams. Germany, the top scoring team in the tournament, coming into this tie with 21 goals to their credit. Brazil had not had their defence breached. Germany's attack not quite toothless, but not nearly as effective today. Riverton first on the line for Brazil. Matthias Ginter. A World Cup winner in Brazil with Germany. Ginter gives Germany the advantage in the penalty shootout.
Oh, perfect strike. Nigeria
looking to put Brazil on level terms in the penalty shootout. Riverton can't watch. Renato Augusto goes good. The former German-based midfielder strikes it cleanly, strikes it high, and 1-1 it is.
He deserved that. What a colossal match he's had in the centre of the park for Brazil. Off 2 steps and just...
Gnabry! Oh, nearly denied by Weverton. There was a big touch by the Brazilian keeper, but can't keep it out. It snuck in under it, but needs to score here to keep Brazil on 2-2, and does so. Met with a roar of approval. Over 50 appearances for Germany across all youth teams. Searching for goal here.
Well,
tucks it in safely.
He made him wait too. And Grant was ice cool and icing the finish, sending him the wrong way.
Goes good, the Barcelona man. The younger brother of Thiago Alcantara of Spain. He's seen precious little game time here in Rio 2016. This is Zula to make it 4 from 4. Goes the right side as Weverton, but Zula too powerful. And he gives Germany a 4-3 lead on the stagger in the shootout.
Given all the players have gone through in 90 minutes extra time, you must admire their nerve there.
Can he tuck this away? A little stutter in the run, but he does so, and it's 4-4 in the penalty shootout. We've got to go to 5 kicks each, but effectively now it is sudden death.
A stuttering step to just commit the keeper.
One of the overage players for Germany steps up. Denied by Robertson! The roof, if there were one, would have been completely off now. The Atletico Paranaense goalkeeper Weberton. Such surprise, such joy of being called up for this Brazil Olympic squad. Brazil's first Olympic gold medal. Is it to be? He wrote his name in the history books for the quickest ever Olympic goal in the semi-final. After the Weberton save, he's gifted Neymar the opportunity to conclude it here. Neymar of Barcelona, of Brazil, gives Brazil their first ever World Cup Olympic gold medal. Such delight, sheer joy, and the pain of the 7-1 loss to Germany at the World Cup forgotten. There is Kloss now in Brazilian football once more. The only piece of silverware missing from Brazil's enormous, exceptional, extended trophy cabinet was the Olympic gold medal. They've now secured that. And there is relief and joy and celebration. It's a carnival in the Maracanã. Well, this is great to see as well. Brazil, the entire team, backroom staff, doctors, medical staff, coaches, assistant coaches, kit managers, all gathered on the pitch. Without that unity, without realizing that cohesive knit between everybody involved, there would be no success for the 11 players on the pitch. For Germany, a silver medal. It still is their best ever achievement at the Olympic football tournament.
And now they can turn to their fans and say, thank you.